So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. What's happening? Let's do this thing. All right. Had a big conversation this week about my calendar. All that. You have trouble controlling your calendar? I mean, listen, I've seen some of the calendars you guys are using, these automatic AI calendars. Like, oh my goodness, this is crazy stuff. It is so much simpler. Anybody who is a high-performance individual, who gets stuff done, who does creative work and makes money and stuff like that, they're not doing what you're doing. They're not managing their day 5 minutes at a time. I promise you that, okay? That's a manager way of thinking. It's not a founder way of thinking. And I'm going to give you a founder's way of thinking today to control your calendar and tell you what happened to me when I started controlling mine, okay? It is a daily boost from motivatingmood.com. Yeah, I just slurred everything. Who the hell cares? Yeah, welcome. Good to have you here today. Is that motivating? Is that inspiring? Here's the thing. Come real close to me, okay? I have gone through years and years and years of deciding at one point just to be a motivational dude. And I said, well, I'm that kind of guy anyway. And but at the end of the day, I want to be real to you because I look on the internet, I look at what everybody's doing these days, and I love to be inspiring to you. And there's certainly a time and a place to do that. But this show is about trying to shake you and wake you up and say, hey, do it this way. It's simple. Go do it. And sometimes, and I'm going to have fun because I'm not going to filter myself to you, okay? Although I could use a filter for the camera coming up on YouTube. Yeah, I need a better filter, I guess. I mean, you know, it's this old thing, just really, it's not easy. I'm telling you. Just especially, are you an old person? And when you get older, do you stop taking pictures of yourself? Or when everybody says, let me take your pictures? No, don't do it. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's a real thing. It really, truly is. But I don't really care because I have wisdom lines. Let's talk calendar today. And this is really something that is massively out of control. And people are just not doing this right. So the framing for this is that imagine that you are somebody who actually, maybe you are a founder. Maybe you started a company and you've got things you need to be doing and you are responsible for maybe creating content and making financial decisions and things like that. You have to have focus time is what it is. You have to have deep work time. If you don't have that time, you have a lot of people who are not going to be able to do their job and you're going to fail at what you're doing. So all founders will eventually go to this. I remember met David Allen years ago, and David is the guy that created Getting Things Done, the book. And I said, well, how do you track your calendar? And he said, he pulled a piece of paper out of his pocket. It's just right here. It's what I'm doing today. It was so simple. That's exactly how he did it. And by the way, David never had he never liked a calendar. He never liked to tie to-do lists to a calendar. And so many of these getting things done calendar systems out there these days have a calendar on it. And it's not the way it was originally meant to be. It shouldn't matter. So if you want to be kind of a founder thinking, you want to be spend more time with yourself, driving impact and vision, you can't think like a manager anymore. You can't think about somebody who's really at a lower rate just getting stuff done. You just can't do that. That stuff doesn't matter. The stuff is going to get done anyway. What you need is the time to create and craft your vision. So when I did what I'm going to teach you today, things changed. Let me give you the overview of how I do this. And I control and hold my space. So I look a week in advance. Let me run this down for I actually don't have any notes in front of me today. This is probably not a good idea. So here's what I do. I use what I call my perfect week planner. You can get it. It's still there. I've had it 4 years. I keep promising to update it. I still haven't done it yet, but it's still good. It works really well. People religiously use this thing. Go to perfectweekplanner.com, download it. It's a single page PDF. There's a 12-minute video. Watch the video because it will teach you the philosophy behind doing it. If you don't watch the video, it's a crappy piece of paper. You're going to say, this is BS. I don't want it. You watch the video, you say, oh my God, this thing's brilliant. I'm going to use it. Just telling you, okay? You choose what you want to do. You be you. It's okay. So when I started doing this, I recognized that I was getting pulled around all the time by people, and I needed time to work. And so what I started doing was I said, okay, let me hold space. So every single Thursday, at some point, usually it's mid to late day Thursdays. I try not to work on Fridays if I can, and I try not to work on Saturdays, Sundays, or Mondays, and half a day Tuesday if I can. So, and I get to do that because of this way of thinking. So every Thursday I sit down and I go, okay, I'm going to hold space for next week. What's going to happen next week? Now, why do I do it on Thursday? Common sense. I just noticed that a lot of y'all were trying to figure it out on Friday. You're all stressed out. You want to get out of the office and get your planning done. And if you didn't get it done, you had that the Sunday scaries, I think they call them. Sunday shows up and you're like, oh my God, what am I doing this week? And suddenly, boom. It was bad. I said, let's stop that. So on Thursdays, I sit down, I look at what I need to get done. I schedule for the next week that Thursday, and whatever I come up with that Thursday, my schedule is locked for the next week. Now, what do I lock in place when I do that? How can I actually do that? No, here's what it is.
When you need to build up your team to handle the growing chaos at work, use Indeed Sponsored Jobs. It gives your job post the boost it needs to be seen and helps reach people with the right skills, certifications, and more. Spend less time searching and more time actually interviewing candidates who check all your boxes. Listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. That's Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Need a hiring hero? This is a job for Indeed Sponsored Jobs.
And let me also tell you that I understand some of you you're working for other people. You don't have total, complete control of your schedule. But also say that if you'll start this process and take whatever control you can, it will not be long before people just say, okay, and they just go along with you. You can change almost anything. I've seen it again and again and again. So don't fall for that. This may be different. So on Thursdays, do your planning for next week. So what am I going to do? Well, I look at my days. I have deep work days on Monday and Tuesday, most of the day on Tuesday. I work on coaching pretty much on Wednesday and Thursday morning. And then I have a motorcycle day on Friday. Or deep work day, whatever I want to do. End of the day, I don't want to be on calls all day. I don't want to have people interrupting my week. I don't want to do that. I want to know what's happening. I have standing appointments for all my coaching calls. Why? Because they move around me. I don't move around them. Makes my life easier. Now, I will tell you as I'm going through this process, I on Thursdays decide when I'm working next week. Certain hours I want to work. Then I simply look at my list of things to do and I say, well, when am I going to do it? And I plug it into those spots. That's all I do. It's that simple. Holding space for myself. Let me tell you something that happens here. Remember I just told you that if you don't think you can control your calendar, you'd be surprised because people will begin to do it the way you want it done. My biggest challenge I have, and I make a joke with all my Face Your Passion Inner Circle members, because they learned this process and they want to do what I do because I really do have really good control of my schedule and pretty nice lifestyle because of it. Well, they control their schedule too. And then Scott, I'm doing my perfect week planner. I'm going to need to move you to this day. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm not going to move. And sometimes I will and sometimes I won't. It just depends. It depends on what I want to do, right? But I will hold solidly. Remember I said it's holding space for me. And that's my biggest challenge. I teach people how to do this and then we clash. Now, if we're like-minded enough, and we are because I only work with like-minded people, It's really easy for us to say, sure, let's do this. I like you anyway. Let's talk. And we just work it out within our calendars. We just figure it out, but nobody gets there. Do you not understand that there is nobody that actually is able to schedule an appointment on my calendar? Oh, they try. You guys, you always do. You want to find me on Google and you want to get my calendar link and you want to jump on my schedule when it's convenient for you. That's awesome. It should be convenient for you as well, as long as it's convenient for me too. Does this sound a little militant? Come here, real close. Let me tell you something. Your time is all you got, man. That's all you got. And somebody on this planet every single day for the rest of your life is going to try to take your damn time from you. And you're going to say, I can't get stuff done. I keep bothering me. I can't do it. And if you don't take a stand on this, you will never take a stand on this. You'll never get what you want. Time is all you got. If you want more money, you got to get this under control. I'm sorry. For just a moment, I got really passionate there. Yeah. PerfectWeekPlanner.com. Go get that. Watch the video. Why did that do that to me? I've had some passionate debates over the arguments. And they've been arguments over the years about time. And what I found is mostly it's BS. People don't know. It's all manipulative. It's all agenda driven. It's okay because that's what people do. We're all about us, right? That's it. That's fine. And when I started saying no, that was really, really hard to do. But what ended up happening was they just kind of went my way. It just worked. It took me a lot of years to figure that stuff out. Don't be mean about it, but take control. So let me wrap this up for you. This is a kind of meandering episode today, which is kind of what I do best. You know, my whole thing is to meander all over the place. And if you're lucky enough to get to the end of the program, you're like, damn it, he brought it together after all. How'd he get back? Weird. I know. It's a talent. It's my superpower. No, not a superpower. My superpower. Thursdays, plan for the next week. Lock it in the best you can. After 2 or 3 weeks, you won't have to plan. You'll just know. Somebody will say to you, hey, Scott, are you available on Monday in 6 months? I'll say, yes. What time? Morning or afternoon? I said, doesn't matter. She said, how do you know that? Because nothing's ever on my calendar on Mondays. That's how I know that. I'll tell you it works. Hey, tomorrow, we're going to talk bridge building. A method for you to get everything you want without burning everything down. That's a good thing, right? Sometimes burning things down is fun, but it's kind of overrated. See you tomorrow.